If you were married, would you play in a movie having a full-on makeout session with another man? Would you do it for, let's say, would you do it for 100,000? Would your spouse be okay? You're an actress. Would your spouse be okay with you playing that kind of role in a movie? Can a lot of women learn from a woman like Beyonce? I pose that question because Beyonce got married in 2008. She's 40 years old. Beyonce is still successfully married to her husband. Her top 3 movies was Cadillac Records, Dreamgirls, and Obsessed. To my knowledge, I don't think Beyonce, as a married woman, has ever played in a movie, at least not that I know of, where she had a full-on makeout scene with another man. I'm talking about where it's getting hot in a room type scene. She might have like kissed or something like that, but I don't think she's like had like full-on scenes, you know, where it's almost like uncomfortable to watch. Do you think her husband would be okay with her playing a role like that? Do you think that he would okay her playing in a role with another man? Well, everything, you know, hanging out. I think it's safe to say that Beyonce has proven that you can still be a successful actress as a married woman and not, shall we say, put it all out there. And let's not forget that Beyonce has an all-female band. Now, whose idea do you think that was? Do you think it was hers or you think it was her husband's? Even if it was her husband's idea for her to get the all-girl band, at least she respected him enough to do it. Megan Good, who is also 40 years old. Now, these women look good for 40 years old. They make 40 look good. I'm talking about Beyonce, Megan Good, Nicki Minaj. I'm like, they don't even look their ages. But anyways, Megan Good got married in 2012. And her first movie, far as I know, where she played the main character in the movie, was the movie Intruder that came out in 2019. I think all the other movies that Megan Good played in, she was like supporting actress. Like she played in Think Like a Man. You know, she was not necessarily the main character. It was several main characters in that movie. And I think, you know, when it's like that, I think it's considered supporting actress. But whatever the case, the first movie that I know her to be in, where she has a very hot and steamy sex scene, would be the movie Intruder that came out in 2019. Now, like I said, she got married in 2012. She got divorced from Devon Franklin in 2021. Now, when she played in that movie Intruder, she was interviewed. The question was asked, basically, I'm paraphrasing, how do your husband feel about, you know, you playing those type of roles or whatever, you know, the sex scene in particular. And she was basically saying that her husband said, you know, babe, you know, make it look real. Now, of course, he knew he was marrying an actress. And, you know, it's possible he was okay with her playing that role at first. But we have to understand that men have, like Beyonce saying her song, very big egos. And when he got around his peers and he got around his friends, it's possible that they could have been joking with him. Like, you know, man, you know, how can, you know, how do you let your wife, you know, play in movies like that? How are you okay with her having, you know, scenes like that in these movies on a big screen with everybody looking at your wife's body, you know? And I'm pretty sure it's possible he was either embarrassed. I don't know what a man in his position would say in a situation like that. But I'm pretty sure when he got around his cousins, friends, family, peer, whoever, it probably was some joking going on that he may did not like. So when the movie or her Netflix special came out, Harlem, and she had that scene with the guy where, he had his legs open and her head was down there and it looked like she was about to do the unthinkable. Like, when I saw just that screenshot on blogs, that's what made me want to go watch the show. And I guess the guy was wanting her to, go down there or whatever. I'm like, what man go over a woman's house and it ain't no foreplay, kiss or nothing? You just gonna come over my house, lay on my bed and open your legs. But anyways, I don't know if her husband, Meagan Good husband, knew that she was gonna be playing that kind of role or what. I mean, it's crazy how so many actors, when they come out with a new movie or film or something, it's like it's buzz around their name first and then the show drops. Like, for example, I think Whoopi Goldberg recently was in the blogs for something, I guess, that she said, and I think she got a movie coming out on Lifetime. And then you hear about, I think they working on the new Aquaman, and then you hear about, unfortunately, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet, breaking up or whatever, getting a divorce. And I'm like, man, I really liked them together. They were a really hot couple, and then it's some rapper out here where I guess allegedly the girl was saying that the guy did something to her son and all that, and then he got an album coming out, this month. And it's just weird how it's always buzz around them first and then they get ready to drop something. But anyways, I don't know whether that scene in that show that she played in called Harlem, I don't know if that was the straw that broke the camel's back with Devon or what. I don't know. It's just all of a sudden, we hear about them getting a divorce, and it's right around the time that show comes out. But I don't really know how a man can really walk the streets without somebody saying something to him about their spouse playing that kind of role. Lala Anthony is 38 years old. She got married in 2010 to Carmelo Anthony. Now, her first sex scene, I believe it was in 2015 when she played in the movie Power with Sean Stark. That was the character in the show. And she was basically, I think she straddled his lap or whatever. And I think her breast was out and stuff like that. Kind of like, going up and down a little bit. And then she played in a movie called Double Play where her and the guy was on the bed. And he kind of was like, pounding a little bit. Like, you couldn't really hear like this. You couldn't really like hear. I don't think you could really hear that. But that is definitely that's what was happening in the movie. And then don't forget about the scene that she had with Tommy. That was also I believe that was in 2017 too, where she had the scene with Tommy. And she was sitting on his lap. And she was looking up and like, oh, kind of like that or whatever. And I was like, the first thing that came to my head was her husband. I was like, what in the world? I was like, what is Carmelo Anthony saying about this? And so if you look at the timeline, in between them dates, when she first had her sex scene, you will start reading about when her husband, it was rumors were surfacing about her husband having, side babies and stuff like that. Like I said, if you start going back through the timeline, that's when you'll start reading about or hearing about the rumors surfacing with, the side babies and stuff like that. So my question is it worth it? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the clout? Is it worth your marriage? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please like the video and subscribe if you like. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks. Bye.